Greetings, God of Gold, back again with a different video this time. Now, I know people have been asking me about modding for Hoi 4. All I will say to that is, don't worry, I will be back to them. But I guess you could say I'm kind of testing the waters of a new series, or at least a new series based on theorizing some parts of movies or something. At least the ones that I've seen. But today shall be the first installment of the Golden Theory. Now, today's topic shall discuss Sonic 3. Now, for those of you who are not a fan of Sonic, of course, if you want to watch it, that's fine. But if you're not interested, go about your merry way. If you just want to sit and just listen, here it is. Now, you all know Gerald Robotnik from the movie. Now, it's no obvious or secret that he is in the movie. But I will also mention that there will be spoilers. So if you have not seen this film, discretion is advised. So, Gerald Robotnik, we all know his story. He gets captured by Gunn following the disaster that is his granddaughter's death, which, in that case, if that's his granddaughter, then she would technically be Robotnik's cousin. Of course, probably older cousin, but cousin nonetheless. I don't know the Eggman or Robotnik family tree in its entirety, but I might do a video on that if I check in on it a little more. But in the meantime, after Shadow was devastated by Marie's death, he and Gerald get captured, but they were sent into separate locations. One was sent to a gun prison, one, which was Shadow the Hedgehog, played by Keanu Reeves in the movie, was sent to a secret base off the coast of Tokyo called Prison Island, which is a huge nod back to the old Sonic X and or Sonic Adventure series, which featured that through and through, back to back. But the problem here that I have is, how did Gerald Robotnik live for so long? And 110, nonetheless. So, as of recently, I've been pondering about this theory. And as it turns out, he might have had a key to this. Because Eggman, as you know, likes to lick the quill that he either pulled or maybe it shed from Sonic's fur or whatever. He puts his tongue on it and electrocutes him, right? Which is pretty hilarious in itself. But I think there's an ulterior meaning to that, because Gerald, he is older, definitely, but he is not dead, which doesn't make any sense. Because that took place over 50 years ago. More specifically, 1974. Which 1974, 2024, even though it's now 2025. But still, I'm talking about the time sense. So, Gerald might have used that same quill because, well, actually, no, we've seen him lick it as well, similar to his grandson. But if you notice something, he had it on him during the prison when he was getting sent away. That raised a lot of suspicion with me, because that prison, of course, I'm not sure, because I've heard a lot of stories about prison, of course, saying, it's once you are in prison, you really can't bring stuff in it. So he must have had to do it under his sleeve or something, kept it well hidden. But he has a piece of Shadow's quills, or at least one of Shadow's quills. And my guess, he probably had to do that every day from the past several years just to keep himself alive longer. And Gunn, more than likely, knew this, but they kept it hidden. In fact, where Eggman, who also stuck his tongue on Sonic's quill a couple times, or at least a few times actually, and he stuck one on Shadow's quill, there's no secret that maybe there's a key in the Mobian quills in the Sonic franchise. Maybe if you touch it, or if you imbue yourself with some kind of energy like that, or if you consume it, or basically if you are in contact with this quill directly, and I don't mean just like holding it, I'm talking directly, that could influence a human being's lifespan. It's evident that it is the only way Gerald would have lasted more than 50 years longer than he already has. He was approximately, well, if he was 110 during the time of his death, which, spoiler alert, yes, he did die by Eggman's hand. But he didn't die literally, like, he didn't, like, kill him with his bare hands, of course. It's a kid's movie. It's not supposed to be... Well, it's kind of disputed in that department now that I think about it. But mainly it's a family movie. And I don't think that they would ever do that. It's weird how he lived for so long, and there's no evidence proving how he lived so long. Well, today I shared you this theory in hopes that maybe it could shed some light on something. Maybe there's something that we missed. For those, of course, who have seen Sonic 3. I will have to say that Eggman, when he basically stuck the Shadow's quill up into Gerald, right up his ass, not literally, but basically poked him with it, sent him flying into the energy field, it still wonders. It's like, what would happen if Shadow's quill, or at least Sonic's quill... Now, we all know what happens if someone licks the quill, which Gerald and Ivo have done constantly throughout the films. But what my theory is, what would have happened if it was consumed? Could that mean that person would have lived forever? Or would their lifespan be 10 times the size of, or 10 times the length of a regular human, which on average is anywhere between 72 in some countries up to about 89. But 89 is also disputed. So reason why I say that's disputed is because, well, the life expectancy, generally speaking, of the world has shifted constantly. It went down during the COVID-19 pandemic, but it was up before that. And it has been going up again since. But it just raises the question about... I mean, that's a whole other department. All I'm here to talk about is the theory that Robotnik in Sonic 3 might have kept himself alive through Shadow's quill. He must have plucked it off him in the midst of the disaster that very night. Well, I guess that might explain it, but let me know what you guys think. What is your thoughts? Do you think he was alive by some other means? Do you think the quill did do it? Or maybe did he have a secret serum or something on him? Or maybe just anything in general. Like, what do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts. Please comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you don't want to comment, of course, that's fine. But feel free to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss future videos, especially for those who want to see me do modding tutorials. But this is a new series I'm thinking about starting to go alongside with the channel. After all, it is one of my main voice channels. So, if not the voice channel. So yeah, I hope this theory shed some light. Best of luck. And that fact might keep you up at night. Alright, Got a Gold is out.